I literally have so many ways that I do my makeup, hints, but I usually switch it up depending on the occasion. So let's do makeup and chat. My skin is very dry, so I'm gonna go in with Skin Fix. As a lot of you may already know, I recently got married. And when I first got married, literally everybody was asking me how, like Alia. Last time I saw you was like 2 months ago, and now it's June and you're married. I need to understand. Like, I literally don't understand. And I feel like this is something that is very common. Oh my God. Very common in the Muslim community. Like, everybody's so excited to get married, but then as soon as you get married, like, people start acting crazy and forgetting that it's literally the qadr of Allah, and whenever it comes, it comes. You don't need to like be jealous or like hate on anybody. I literally have one rule of thumb. As soon as I have children, I will let them know this. You have to let Allah choose your husband. Once God chooses your husband, you will know that that's your husband. I always tell my friends that I'm literally gonna tell my children this as well. There were like a multitude of reasons why I fell in love with my husband. There was one instance where I had a really bad day. I'm literally gonna tell my children this story. I'm not joking. I was having a bad day and I like went to sleep really upset. And before I went to bed, my husband was on the phone. He wasn't my husband at the time. He literally didn't want to go to sleep because I was so upset. So before he goes to sleep, he tells me, he's like, when you wake up in the morning, I'm gonna call you. He's like, I know that you like had a long day, but when you wake up in the morning, I'm gonna call you, so don't worry. He was like, just go to sleep. And so I was like, okay. Y'all, I already was like hoping that he was gonna do something wrong. Like, I was looking at every single thing that he did, because I was just like, I don't know if I like you. I need to know if Allah sent me you or sent you to me because you like for you to be my husband. Like, I don't know, right? So I was watching every single thing that he did, everything that he said, just to make sure. So I was literally listening to every single thing that he had to say, right? Fast forward, I woke up and guess what happened? I had no missed call from him. So I was like, literally like, of course, like, he's a man, he's a liar. When do they ever tell the truth? Do y'all literally know what that man said? And I wish I could make this up. When I called him that morning, I was already like upset. Like, okay, yes, that was a red flag on my part. Not too much on me. That was a red flag on my part. But I was upset because I'm like, so I'm realizing that you're not a man of your word. That's like the first thing I'm realizing about you. You know, he said, and this is one of the reasons why I opened my heart to say, okay, I think I want to marry this guy. He was like, you had a really long night, and I knew if I called you, you would have woken up, and you needed your sleep. That's what he said. I want to cry right now. And he said, but literally, you called, and I picked up. And y'all, from that moment on, like, I was a little bit more patient with him. Like, I was like, okay, maybe I'm the problem. Mind you, he didn't know that I was mad. I, like, kept my composure. You know, you can't really... I know that was, like, kind of a red flag for me, but also not really, because you never know. Like, men literally sometimes be lying. That's, like, that's tea. That's... They know they be lying, so not too much. Obviously, like, when we first were in our talking stages, there were things that I like absolutely did not agree with. There were things that I was like, when we get married, you're changing those. I don't want to hear it, like, at all. I literally tell that story to say it could be the smallest things that let you know that this is the person that Allah has sent for you. A lot of the things that I prayed for, and just one of those things was literally that, it was like, to y'all it may be like really dumb, but like one of the things I really prayed for was that Allah gave me a husband who only had one sister. Another question that like people have like sent me DMs and asked me is, if the mom doesn't like you, do you think you should still get married to the guy? Now, a lot of people may say, a lot of people think you got to be married for 10 years to start giving marriage advice. Wrong. Baby, look. As a person who has an amazing relationship with their in-laws, I'm going to tell you right now, I personally, you can do what you want to do, but I personally could not marry a man whose mom, sister did not like me. The mom or the sister, I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. Like, that's drama that you don't deserve. And then you're going to have a child. Then you're going to have a child and bring a child into this world with in-laws who hate you. Newsflash, they're not going to love your child just because you have a baby. If they don't like you, if they don't respect you, what makes you think that they're going to respect your child? Like, somebody let me know, because I want to know. So no, I would not recommend it. If that boy mama don't like you now, while y'all are not married, why would you want to get married to him? However he acts, she's going to end up blaming it on you and saying you're at fault. Yeah, it's a no for me. And that's coming from somebody whose mother-in-law, like, she's like my best friend. Like, my word of advice for those of y'all who are looking to get married or figure out if that guy is the right one for you, take those 30 days of Ramadan, pray exactly, ask Allah for exactly what you want. Like, don't leave anything out. Nothing. Location, age, family ties, culture, height, literally characteristics. Ask Allah for everything. Because y'all are forgetting that Allah will literally give it to you. Literally. And as soon as, like, not a month after, not a week after, but as soon as you think that Allah has sent you the person that you've been praying for, pray istikhara. Like, as soon as you think that Allah has sent you that person. Anyways, you can take my advice or leave it. I'm done with the yap session. Let me go ahead and finish this makeup and then show y'all the final look. I thought you told me you never leave me. Looking in his eyes, I can see your face. And I know right there. Touch me, feel me. A whole brand new chick. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out.